Hey everyone, thank you for clicking on today's video. We are going to do a Transfer Tuesday. So this is my first video in doing this, and I was hoping to just get y'all's feedback. So my goals are pretty straightforward as of right now. We are focusing pretty much on debt. I've kind of paused any of our other savings type things besides like a savings challenge that we've been doing. Otherwise, everything that we have extra has been going towards debt. So I wanted to kind of do a video more centered around that, more on a weekly basis. So I do try to pull money out every paycheck to go towards our debt that we're working on at the time. So right now we are working on my student loan. I have several accounts within my student loans, but there is one that is not deferred right now with the government, so I've been paying on that this whole time. So my goal is to get that paid down, because I don't think it's going to happen, but if the government decides to forgive any of those loans, it won't be the one that I'm currently working on right now since it's not deferred. So I'm going to have to pay it either way. So that's why I'm focusing on this debt specifically, just to cut down the amount of interest and get it to go away. So that is where we're going to put some of our money today. So if you missed my last video, we did a cash stuffing, and then I don't think I did a budget with me. So curious, let me know if you guys are still interested in those budget with me's. But so on this paycheck, we are planning to put, let's see, scroll down to the bottom. We're putting $133 towards our debt. So let me go ahead and make a payment. So let's go in here to my portal, and we are going to select the current account that is not deferred. So actually our current balance is $6,515. So we're going to go ahead and put $133 towards that loan. All right, so we're going to, all right, it's going to ask me about advancing my due date. I'm not going to worry about that. So we are going to go ahead and put $133 towards this loan. Super excited to just chip away at it every paycheck. We're going to pick the bank account. We're going to hit pay now. All right, make sure it goes through. Perfect. It is scheduled. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to insert a picture here, and then I'll put a picture somewhere on the screen so you guys can see us making that payment. All right, and then actually let me go ahead and snip this real quick. Shift Command 4, that's the Mac ones. So Shift Command 4. All right, we are going to do this confirmation. Actually, I'm going to do it. Never mind. Exit? Yeah. All right, let's go to the home screen, and I'm pretty sure I can see it there. Let's see. Is it pending? Yes. Okay, so Shift Command 4, and I'm going to save this picture here. Perfect. All right, we are going to save that to our photos because I will add that to the video. Perfect. Okay, and then we actually had some rollover money. So each pay period, when I get paid, we do a cash stuffing, but we also do an unstuffing. So anything that's left over in my wallet that I know that we're not going to need for next week, maybe it's I budgeted $40 for dog food, but I only needed 30 of it. Then that extra $10 can actually go towards debt. So we set aside some money that we had left over from last week, which is a total of $95, which is awesome. We've never saved that much before, but we did really good on our diet plan last week. So we didn't have any of those like random spending, because you never realize how much money you're spending in bad food and that kind of thing when you just do quick stops to the gas station and that kind of thing. So we were able to save the $95. So we're actually going to go in and we're going to make another payment. So I'm going to hit make a payment, and then we are going to do another $95. Scroll down here. Of course, the balance is not updated yet, so but I'll be curious to see when that gets updated. Super excited. Like I said, it's $6,515, so we're adding a little over $200, so that'd be awesome to see it go down a little bit. It's letting me know I already have one pending. Yes, pay now. All All right, did it go through? Yes. All right, let's go back to the home page. And we are good. All right, another payment. Why does it says $94.88. I'm almost positive I put $95. That's weird. I don't think I've ever noticed that. I didn't pay attention to the fact that it may have reduced the amount. I'll have to go back and look at that. Weird. Okay, so we put $133 towards it and a $94.88 towards that student loan. So I hope you guys stay tuned for our next Transfer Tuesday next week. See how much money we get to put towards debt. And I really appreciate you guys watching. It was a short video, but I hope you guys subscribe and follow along us in our journey. So our journey started this last year, not January, but the January before that. We started with $143,000 in debt. That included cars, personal loans, medical bills, credit cards, you name it. And even like balances for our phones, because we had payment plans on our phones. So we actually sold the house early last year. Early last year we sold the house and moved into a rental, and a big portion of our debt was cut down because of the sale of that house. So that was super awesome, but we've continued to hit at our debt. So I think we are down less than 70 grand at this point. So super excited about that. So if you guys are curious to see us continue in that process, definitely subscribe. I appreciate you guys watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.